Hello YouTube and welcome to another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle. This is the battle against Passerby Sakai, and he's using many of my favorite pokes. He's got Garchomp, Charizard, who's presumably a Mega, Roserade, Espeon, Staraptor, and Jellicent. Looking at his team, there's not really... I would kind of think it's Charizard. Why? Just because, you know, that would help out Roserade with, like, Solar Beam and stuff, and he's already got Garchomp for Dragon, but... Anyway, so this battle, you'll see a lot of new people on my team. Actually, they're all new. I've used a couple of the same Pokemon before, but not the exact same ones, just the same species. This is when I started to IV breed my Pokemon because the other ones were really bad IVs. I got frustrated thinking that, oh, like my Greninja should outspeed because it has a higher base speed, but I wasn't max IV'd. So these are all EV bred, except obviously the Registeel because it's a legendary. But yeah, so this is when I really started to get into, you know, good competitive battling and looking up different common spreads and planning my team against commonly used Pokemon, etc. So I really start to improve. I think you'll notice, you know, from here on, a big improvement. So one thing, I did mess this Mammoth up. I didn't teach it the egg move Icicle Crash, but I fixed that later by training another one. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright, so here we go with the battle. Oh, let me turn that down. Okay. So, my opponent, looking at his team, he actually leads with a Jellicent, which is not what I was expecting. I figured probably an Espeon lead, but I decide to lead with my Alakazam, in case he did lead with that Espeon. So the Roserade, and I go Mega. I will trace his natural cure, which is fine. Yeah, it doesn't really help, but it doesn't hurt. Didn't trace a slow start or something. So Psyshock, dead Roserade. Now he's gonna send out his Espeon. It obviously has to have the Focus Sash. Why else would you switch them? So, Shadow Ball takes it to Sash. It attacks me with its own Shadow Ball, and because I am Mega and it is a special attack, I survive that. Now he switches out, and for no okay. Yeah, I go for the Psyshock because I saw, oh, he has normal. He's probably going to think I'm going to go for Shadow Ball again, so I will not. I'll go for, now, why I guess I was afraid he had Quick Attack. So, I left. And so in comes Gyarados, who takes just a ton of damage from that Brave Bird. Staraptor does kill itself, though. But just, wow. Back comes the Espeon, who can outspeed and one-shot the Gyarados now that it took all that Brave Bird damage. And now, back to Alakazam, and I figure this will be perfect. Let's trace the Magic Bounce just to keep him from doing anything tricky. So, Psyshock, dead Espeon. And now I'll send out Charizard. Now, again, I mentioned from the team preview, looking at his team, I'm thinking it's gotta be a Y, but it is actually X, who has higher defense, and is a dragon, so instead of Psyshock, I should have went for Dazzling Gleam, but I think Psyshock might have been able to one-shot a Y, but Dazzling Gleam would have definitely one-shotted X. But I didn't kill it, and it gets the EQ off on me, and so down I go. Oh, wait, I think I missed to set up a Dragon Dance from outside. Was that a thing? I don't know. I think that was this battle. I battled a lot of X's around that time, so they're all fading together. So here is Icicle Spear and not Crash. You know, expecting the Charizard X, but Really, no, I shouldn't have done that. I should have went for the rock slide. But I switch. I'm not choice or anything. I switch. Like Registeel can hard counter this. Worst thing he can do is burn me. So, and I'm special. This is a cool Registeel. I love this Registeel. Charge Beam, Flash Cannon, Toxic, Protect. It's very unexpected. People just assume, oh, it's physical. It's one of the Regi, like it's Steel type, but it actually has the same base attack and special attack. And the one that I got happened to have a decent nature, so I just decided that was good enough and did it. So yeah, here's Toxic on the Jellicent, and he'll get his leftovers, and I'll get my leftovers, and then we'll be hurt by Toxic, and we'll be hurt by Burn, and so he taunts. I don't know what he's expecting me to do after. I guess he's afraid I might be Curse Regi Pokemon, but I'm not. I was actually... Oh, I predicted a switch and went for Toxic again, didn't I? Sorry, I'm doing a couple other things right now, but... Yeah, so... I should have went for Charge Beam there, but I was expecting to switch out to anything. Probably Garchomp, but... He switches out now for Charizard. But I predicted that and switched out to Tyranitar. Don't know that I predicted a switch. I didn't predict it to be Charizard necessarily, but I'm okay that it is. So he'll Earthquake and no stab, not gonna KO. And I Earthquake and no stab, but he's already hurt, so it's definitely gonna KO. Down goes Charizard X. In comes Garchomp, who Sword Dances. And I'm going to Crunch. Rough Skin is going to hurt me. Rocky Helmet's going to take me real low. And he'll Iron Head at +2. I'm so dead. So down goes my Tyranitar. Mamoswine's in. Garchomp's out for Jellicent, I'm sure. Yeah, we keep that back and forth a few times of sending Mamoswine to force out Garchomp, but I never predict it. I always go for S moves. Sandstorm stops. It's gonna get leftovers and Toxic. Mamo switches out for Registeel. As I said, I'm very happy to have this matchup, because I can just start spamming the charge beams to get powered out. So he's gonna Scald. That's his strongest move against me. I'm gonna Charge Beam, which is super, does nothing, but does give me the special attack raise. He does, what, 70% chance? So definitely, I'm in a pretty good position here against him. Because that Toxic's gonna keep on taking him down. Even if he does start using Recover, Toxic will catch up, and so here I predict, I got the, he's gonna think I'm Charge Beaming, get a free switch out to Garchomp, but nope, Flash Cannon, crit. He's down very low. Now he Earthquakes, and I can't take that. So Registeel is down. Foe is weak, get a Mamoswine. Now I predict, twice he switched out to Jellicent. He's not switching out the third time. Ice Shard KOs that, so that's out of the way. Now there's just this Jellicent. And I'll Earthquake, do almost enough. Of course, Curse Body stops my Earthquake. He'll Will-O-Wisp me too, so I'm useless. Leftovers and Toxics and Burns, oh my. So I Ice Shard, and it isn't enough to KO. He gets off the stupid Recover. And Leftovers, and Toxic, and Burn, and Leftovers. I'll be back in 30 seconds when that's all done. Alright, so I try to Icicle Spear, just figure that'll do more than the other... Oh, excuse me. That'll do more than Ice Shard, so... Do get 5 hits, still doesn't do much of anything. And he Scalds, and that does a ton. Leftovers and Toxic and Burn. Oh no, sorry, my Mamoswine doesn't have Leftovers. That's on Registeel. I only have one set so far. So more Icicle, whatever, Spears. And he'll Recover, and I'll get hurt by Burn, and that'll be the end of me. But he'll be pretty close to that now. Toxic's just doing so much. So my Mamoswine goes down. In comes Gengar. Gengar's gonna Shadow Ball and wipe out Jellicent. I think that's the battle. So, like, comment, subscribe, let me know what you think. Leave your friend codes, we can have a battle. Let me know if there are any Pokemon you want to see me use. I will definitely train them up. I can come up with a moveset if you don't have one, but yeah, check back.